Technology on the job site, a new generation of tools, focusing mostly on putting technology into the hands of actual technicians that are out in the field using it every day. I know a lot of us are used to it. Most of you probably work in an office, you have a computer in front of you every day and you're used to that technology, but getting it into the hands of actual technicians that are on construction job sites can be a totally different challenge, so we're going to be talking about that today.
Yeah, and my name is Matt Wilson. I'm an electrician with SECCO Incorporated. I graduated in 1993. Is anyone else a 93 graduate in here? Anyone? No, just me? Well, I remember 93 fondly for a lot of reasons. Pearl Jam just came out with their second album. The Toronto Blue Jays were the World Series champions at that point. Bill Clinton was in office, Jerry Garcia was still on stage, and there was something that happened in 93, actually on April 30th, 1993, the CERN Laboratories made the source code public for World Wide Web. And at the time, that didn't really click with me. I mean, I was getting out of high school and getting into construction. I was pretty excited because I got a brand new cordless drill, and it was a 12 volt. You didn't have to have an extension cord, and that was the technology I was really excited about at that point. And you know, it wasn't something we saw on the job sites. It wasn't something we really thought about. Well, a lot has changed, and Amy and I thought we might take you back through a little bit. Maybe there's a few things that we can make you smile as you think about how we used to do things. And so we wanted to run through this a bit. Amy's got a project she has me out on. I'm in the field. I'm an electrician doing my thing. And she's got to get a hold of me. She's at the office, so we're setting this up now.
Man, I need an answer to this question. I'm going to page Matt quick.
Oh, look at that. My beeper's going off. Oh, it's Amy. 911. Oh, jeez, what did I forget now?
Hopefully he calls me back soon.
Yeah. Glad we got these new flip phones because that thing that used to be mounted in a truck was a real pain. Let's see what she's up to.
Hey Matt, thanks for calling me back.
Hey, what's happening? Did I forget something?
No, not this time.
Oh, good. I'm off the hook.
Hey, I need an answer from you. Can you look in your log and tell me what day it was that you talked to that owner about the trim on that light fixture that wasn't the way he expected it to be?
Oh, my job report. Hang on. Let me see if I can find that. Ah, here it is. Yeah, I got it right here. My good hardbound job report book. Let's see. Which day was that? Oh yeah, January, yeah, here we go. The 4th, yep, we discussed that, and he wasn't happy with the way that the trim lined up with the ceiling. He wanted to, have a little bit more coverage there around that area, so we were going to have to order a different part. We're going to have to get something from Lightlear or someone to fill in that gap.
Okay, is there any way you could give me a picture of that? Because I'd like to send that over to the manufacturer so they understand what we're talking about and we can get the right part for you.
Yeah, I can probably do that. Let me get the camera charging up. I'll tell you what, I'll take a picture of it, and next time I get back to the shop, I'll make sure you get that picture.
Okay, do you want to make sure you write that down so you don't forget?
Oh yeah, I guess I probably should. Good thing I got my job journal. Now I just got to remember to look in it.
All right, thanks, Matt.
Okay, no problem. We'll see you later. Okay, I got to get Amy's picture for her here. The trim just didn't work out real well. Let's see what we got. There we go. Let that baby develop. I'll get that back to her the next time at the shop. So, kind of funny now when you think about some of the stuff we used to go through, and this is actually, we were trying to find our bag phone, which we've misplaced, fortunately. We managed to come up with one of these old Nextel CB things. But those are the different generations we've gone through. Where we're at now is, I think, pretty amazing, because about a couple months ago, went out to Bedford, Pennsylvania, out past Bedford, Shellsburg, Pennsylvania, kind of out towards the edge of the earth, and I had a service call to do. Went into this farm where we have solar arrays. That's one of our specialties. We do a lot of renewable energy. So I have a 40 kW solar system out there, and the solar, the meter that monitors the power that the solar array generates is connected to the internet, and that's how they sell their SRECs. They're connected to different markets through the internet, and he was having a problem with that connection. So I went out to see what I could do. Got there, looked through the issue, figured out, oh, I got a problem. I need to talk to some folks at one of our OEMs, one of the vendors that we purchased equipment from. Got in touch with them, and the product that I have in place out there is no longer supported by their standard tech support. So I had to pay to get the special level of tech support. So while I'm on the phone with this guy, he says, go to this website. So I got my laptop out, pull my credit card out, make an online payment for this advanced tech support service. He confirms that I have that service available to me on the phone. I get an email receipt. Then we end up doing a screen share where he is now controlling my laptop. He's helping me work through this problem. And my customer, the guy that's the farmer I'm working for, is standing behind me just like, he says, that guy's, he's running your computer. I said, yeah, he is. And he's in California and I'm here in Shellsburg, PA. And, we're working this thing out. We got that done. Went out to another part of his system that we were having an issue with. And as soon as I walked into the equipment room, I heard a weird noise. I understood that there's something going wrong with this inverter, one of the pieces of equipment. So I shut it down, I open it up, I'm looking in there, and I see a burnt part that has fallen out of the unit. It's laying where it shouldn't be, and it's also all burnt up. So I know, all right, here's the problem. The only thing is, I don't know what it is. I'm looking at this thing and I have no idea, I can't really identify where it came from. So now I call that manufacturer's tech support. I'm talking to a tech support agent in the Philippines, and I'm in Shellsburg, and she's asking me some questions. We're going back and forth, and she says, I really just need to, it would be so helpful to see the part. And I said, oh, not a problem. I put her on speakerphone, take a picture of the part, email it to her while I'm talking to her on speakerphone on the same device. She gets the email. We continue our discussion with both of us looking at the part, determine what the problem is, what they need to send us, how we can resolve this. And we finish up the transaction. She emails me a report of the whole conversation. I'm able to wrap this thing up, email my report to Amy, and then I get in my nice air-conditioned truck and head up the road, remembering how uncomfortable our old service vans were back before we had air conditioning. So much has changed in the last 20 years. It's just been incredible. And one of the people that I'm really thankful for in our organization is Amy, because she is patient enough to take hillbillies like me and help us figure out how to do all this stuff. All right? And that's kind of where Amy's going to take us next, is some of the different tools that she's helped implement within our organization. And it's like herding cats trying to get all of us to use them, but she's done a great job. So I'll turn it over to her.